Hi, this is Matt from Tom's Off-Road. Today we're here to install the license plate bracket, spring, and light assembly for the back of the Bronco. So let's talk about safety for just a moment. I want to make sure that you disconnect the battery. There's not a lot going on with the electrical components today, but for safety's sake, let's play nice with electricity. If you don't know already, it's dangerous. We have the license plate bracket kit. Comes with the swivel portion, the spring, retainer tab, bumper, a couple little bits of hardware, your license plate light with the wiring, and the plugins for your factory connections, and the grommets for where the wiring goes through the tailgate. So tools needed for this project are going to be general hand tools, screwdrivers, nut driver, ratchet, extension. There's no big wiring things involved because this has the factory ends on it, so everything's just plug and play. Once you've got battery disconnected and you've got your safety equipment taken care of, you want your tailgate to look like this. Get all your old junk off of there and start fresh with all the new components. So we're going to start with the license plate light. We've got a bit of wiring that we need to feed through the opening, back out, and through these sequence of holes. It's important to get the wiring grommets fed in the proper sequence. There is a way, if you just cut them and kind of fit them around, they're not necessarily a seal. It's more of an anti-chafing sort of device. So if it doesn't form a complete seal, that's fine. Basically, we're going to take our length of wire, feed this up through here. These little tabs hook under the opening, lined up like such. Take your screw, your nut driver, take your grommet, slide it up the wire, and squeeze it into place. Next, you're going to take the wiring and come down through this bracket. Take your other grommet, feed it up onto the wires. And this is where we're going to have to fish these wires down through here. If you have some electrical tape and a zip tie, take the zip tie and carefully feed it up through the opening. Take your electrical tape, tape it to the zip tie. So we've got our zip tie fed up through the openings through the cavity of the tailgate. We're going to get the large portion set up to go through the hole first, followed by the ground eyelet, just because it takes up a little less space. Wrap these on there nice and securely. Should be able to just feed that down through there and out the other side here. Undo the tape. And we've got our wires fed through here. We can focus on getting this grommet in place. If you have trouble getting your grommets to work into place, just use a little soapy water. These seem to be going in pretty well. So we'll take our last grommet, get it fed up onto the wiring, and we'll set that one into place also. Now all we've got to do is get the wiring plugged in, the female receptacle for the lead for the power, and the eyelet terminal will get screwed to the body cross member right here by the rear driver body mount. Now that we've got the license plate light installed, we're going to move on to installing the license plate bracket. I'm going to use some of the supplied hardware. Should have vinyl coated stainless steel spring with the bracket attached. This portion is going to attach to the license plate bracket. Should also have the spring retainer tab that's going to install right here onto the bracket that's already attached to the tailgate. There's a small bumper, a little rubber bumper that will need to be installed onto the third hole. That's going to prevent the license plate bracket from rattling while it's in the down position. Installing the bumper onto the retainer tab is similar to installing the grommets. Basically just fits right into the third hole, snaps into place. I'd suggest installing the spring onto the license plate bracket first. Get it set up like it's going to install. Use the supplied hardware. These are number 8 3/4 inch self-tapping All right, once you've got your screws installed to hold your spring onto the bracket, move on to mounting the bracket to the tailgate. There's 2 screw holes on either side of the light. We'll get that started on the far side. Get the other screw started and snug them up. Once you've got those snugged up, you're going to take our spring retainer bracket with the bumper, again the supplied hardware, and attach it to the existing bracket on the tailgate. You might have to get some assistance from somebody or just work at it with the spring. The spring is going to need to be compressed a little bit to install on the bracket. Helpful tip for getting the spring mounted onto the tailgate: get one of the screws started on the bracket, and then you can work at getting the spring tucked under into the little groove. And it should look something like that. Thanks for watching our video on the license plate bracket install. For future videos, make sure to follow and subscribe. If you have any questions, give us a call. We're happy to help. Peace.